1, 2.
You're listening to Oilers Nation Radio, presented by the Nation Network. Subscribe for free on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Thank you, Lisa. It's weird not having the TV behind you.
We're in construction mode in the Nation Network headquarters.
Yeah, this is all new. Last time I was here, everything was normal. I'm walking today, we have a brick wall all of a sudden.
Yep.
But this is the future home of Oilers Nation every day. The future home of our podcast
Where are we going?
Is going to be in the other room because we are going to have a couch in there. And it's going to look different. And there'll be a TV.
What,
are we getting down? Are we getting downsized?
We're getting downgraded?
They're the same size.
These are not the same size.
Utilize that tape measure right there. We will after the show and we'll figure it out.
Okay, we will.
Yeah.
But
when you see the video today and you'll be like, oh, where are the guys? Same studio.
Yeah.
Yep. Chalmers and I laid brick.
Well, Chalmers was talking shit on you when I left yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
No.
There was a picture posted. I think Waz was doing something. You were just sitting there watching.
No.
Okay, the picture looked like you were just sitting there watching.
It's me sitting on a chair, but that's because we were at a low point in the wall. So I was sitting down. And,
it looks like you're just sitting there watching.
In the real life group chat, Chalmers said I was a big help. So I'll actually be kind of pissed.
No, that was Wanye asked if Tyler was a big help. And Chalmers said, oh, yeah, right. Because that's what he told me when I left.
So you're not much of a reader, more of a talker.
I was like, where's Tyler? I thought he was helping me. He goes, yeah, help me. Because he was in here by himself.
Oh, yeah, but that's because I had to leave early.
I'm guessing a tea time?
Elks game.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you had to get there.
And how'd that go?
Great start.
$2 hot dogs.
Yep.
How about those cheap beers?
2. So one of my buddies, the buddy who invited me to the game, bagged milk.
The one I was not allowed to be friends with.
That's a whole nother thing, which I want to talk about. But he was like, oh, it's $5.50 beers. I'm like, hell yeah. So me and my other friends show up nice and early, get in. We're walking around. We're going up to beer vendors. They're all still $10. We went somewhere like, where are the $5.50 beers? And the person's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's like, oh shit, we got duped. We got duped into going to the Elks game.
You got bamboozled.
Also, you keep talking shit online, being like, Tyler wouldn't invite me to the Elks game. I had a friend put in my group chat with them, hey, I got tickets to the Elks game on Thursday. Who wants to go? I was sitting next to you. I'm like, hey, one of my buddies invited me to the Elks game. I think I might go.
That's not what you said.
And you said, oh, I'm in.
That is not what you said. You said, I'm thinking of going to the Elks game on Thursday. And I said, I'm down. I'll go with you. And you just didn't say a word. You didn't fucking utter a sound.
I thought I told you that my buddies invited me.
No,
so when you were like, I'm in, I was like, that's a weird thing to say.
This is just another example of Tyler not wanting to hang out with me in Edmonton. We are going to Vancouver together on Monday.
Yeah. And you said for the longest time, you're like, Tyler won't go to Vancouver with me. And now I'm going to Vancouver.
I wanted to go to Drake, not close business.
Are you going to the zoo?
Maybe if there's time. I could go for the first time in my life.
That'd be nice.
Ask Quads what's up.
Zoo before.
Oh, I've been to a zoo, yeah. But not that one. My boy David Quadrelli from Canucks Army. First ever trip to a zoo today. It's very exciting. There's an honorary hot performer for you.
Maybe a bit of a culture shock.
The big guy is smoking hot.
Because there's animals here all the time. Anyway, Tyler doesn't want to hang out with me if it's in Edmonton. He's embarrassed by me. It's upsetting because we normally have fun. At least I thought so.
We've replaced Liam for today.
We have. Yeah, we haven't even got there yet.
Okay.
Rick's here.
I'm back.
Dan's here. We got a new guy here.
Yes, first timer.
What is your name?
Patrick Puff.
Where did you come from?
I live in Fort Saskatchewan, but born and raised Edmonton.
I'm pretty sure I golfed with him one time.
Yeah, you thought that, but
it's been very confusing, actually.
Yeah. Well, so I walked in the studio the first day and we both recognized each other, shook hands, thought we golfed together. Yep. And then I went home and I was thinking about it, trying to figure out where it was and when it was. And I couldn't at all. So when I came back in today, we had to straighten it out. I don't think it was me.
It was a lie. It was a lie. I made it all up.
Did not golf together.
Because I also feel like I feel like you and I have met at some point.
In Vegas. You were in Vegas?
Probably.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, that's where we first met him. Was outside
as far
of
as I remember.
This year for playoffs.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe that's what it was then. No, you guys were at the playoffs game, so I wasn't there either. This is all.
Yeah.
But I feel like before that.
I missed I missed Vegas.
Very possibly.
Have you interviewed for a job here before?
Yes. It was online that we met. Yeah.
Maddie's got a measuring tape here and it's making me feel emasculated.
Jesus Christ. She was measuring a door. Taunting you.
Anyway, we're off the rails. For our friends at Oodle Noodle, try the hot box. It is spicy. You want to watch videos of the crew trying the hot box? Just check out our socials. Liam really struggled with it. Little baby mouth, that guy. But again, English people, they've got no flavor.
He couldn't use the chopsticks either, could he?
Drank
No,
2 liters of milk.
Yes, he did.
I don't think that's healthy anymore.
Yeah, no, you should not drink that much milk as a grown adult.
I'm going to guess in aggregate over the last decade, I have not drank 2 liters of milk.
I have.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Never little cookies and milk. It's a good snack.
I do like it. I just don't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know?
Remember growing up when they told you had to drink milk or bones be brittle?
Yeah, I thought it'd be dust by now. Anyway, for our friends at Oodle Noodle, try the hot box battle fire with fire. It is spicy. It is delicious. I love it. Watch Tyler struggle with it. There's videos of it.
And struggle with the chopsticks anyways.
I thought you did okay. Tyler, you got a delicious debate for us for our friends at Oodle Noodle.
Today's delicious debate is titled Christmas in August. Okay. You get to give the Oilers one gift for next season, but you only have these 3 options. Okay. So you're going to have to hear me out on them. They take a little bit of explaining. Option 1, it's called Goal Genie. At any point in the regular season next year, you can give the Oilers a goal and you can do it 5 times.
Okay.
So 5 total over the season.
Over the course of the season.
You could blow them all in the preseason if you like.
Sure. But they're not playoff goals.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you could help the Oilers get seeding, pick up regular season points.
Are they power play goals because those count for less?
Yeah.
Points.
Half a point.
Any strength. They could be down by a goal late in the game and you go bang, Goal Genie, goal.
I like the name Goal Genie too.
Might be on the puck line. Maybe you need a little cheeky one.
You can use it for selfish reasons. That's a great point. Just bet them -4.5 once. Give them 5 goals right at the end of the game. Option 2, $5 million of cap space, but they got to use it on deadline day. But an extra $5 million cap space is your second option. Option 3, the goalie guarantee. Each goalie will have a save percentage above 900 in both the playoffs and the regular season. Both of them. You're guaranteeing a playoff stat line save percentage of 900 or better.
This honestly isn't that difficult.
No, it's not difficult for me really at all.
I take the goalie every time.
Goalie?
Yeah.
You taking the goalie?
See, I'm confident in our goaltenders. They'll get that no problem anyways.
Yep.
Goal Genie. His name's Connor McDavid. I'm going with number 2.
$5 million in cap space.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
And don't forget.
But keep in mind, but you have to use assets in that one, right?
That's okay. I don't care about drafting anybody. And right now, I don't care about drafting. And let's not forget, we're not an LTIR. Therefore, that $5 million can also be, there's a $10 million player out there with the quarter of the season to go. That's only 2.5.
Interesting.
Dan, what you got?
I would go with the goalie just because that solidifies a position that the Oilers have had issues with.
But we haven't.
Yes, we have. Because
we had
before Mike Smith,
number 8
before Mike Smith,
save percentage.
Before Mike Smith, we had the issues with Jesus. Why is our Finnish goal?
I don't think Jesus has never been a problem for us.
We had issues with Koskinen. We had consistency issues with Koskinen. Then Smith came in and gave us a little bit of stability, but not much.
We were number 8 save percentage.
We've got Jack Campbell as our $5 million.
But to his point,
number 8 save percentage in the league.
Stuart Skinner was 883 in the playoffs. Do they beat Vegas if he's 900?
Yes.
So maybe that's a smarter guarantee.
To me, it's right now in this league.
I can bring on like 4 players.
Because you win 80% of the games that you have a goalie over 9.
Patrick, what do you got?
I got to go option number 2. Agree with Rick.
Dig it.
Goal Genie's number 1. 3. I'm pretty confident in Skinner this year. Campbell.
And Campbell for that matter.
But he took Campbell and Skinner in his option.
Both. Well, $5 million, you can add a goalie if you want. And theoretically, you can sign a guy who's going to score you more than 5 goals in option 1. So I'm going 2.
Tyler, what do you got?
As the guy who came up with the question, I felt like they were all very balanced. Goal Genie probably doesn't make a ton of sense because, who gives a shit about regular season goals? We're trying to win in the playoffs. It's a coin flip because I feel like this team, as constructed, is good enough to go on a deep run. And if they get 900 goaltending in the playoffs, it's they're probably winning 4 out of every 7. So I think I go goaltending.
Just think how many Ekholms you could bring in with $5 million.
1. You could bring in 1. No,
that's not.
And you have to give up a bunch of points.
That's not.
Literally, the answer is 1.
That's not true. That's not true because not on LTIR, you only have to pay him how much is left.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the idea of having the money to go get a big deadline ad, a right-handed version of Ekholm would help.
Mm-hmm.
But 900 goaltending also helps a lot.
I think I'm confident in them getting it on their own.
What's your pick?
purely fucking selfish. I'm going Goal Genie because I bet.
You want to guarantee
What
some
you got to
puck
do
line?
is you got to bet a 4-0 loss with like a minute left to go for the Oilers that you then slam all 5 goals.
Well, yeah, no, you better be taking out a second mortgage. Taking
That's what I'm
out
doing. Like I'm like
blow all at once.
I've got
all
5
at
goals
once.
to spend over 82 games. I'm going to pick a spot. I'm going to unload the clip, and then you don't see me again.
Well, maybe
And
you
I'm
give
gone.
$5 million in cap space to the Oilers.
Well,
The old Phil Mickelson route.
To be fair, most people listening right now haven't seen you anyways.
Well, you won't hear me either. Gone.
The idea of the Oilers go down 3-0 early and you just put like $100,000 on them to come back. And
Yeah,
then
it's
Goal
just
Genie.
like, they're down 3 rip in the 3rd period. And I go, well, here's 200 G's that I don't have.
You've
Mortgage the house on the comeback win, slam 4 of the 5 goals. I'm like, hey, baby, check that out. Cause that's probably like plus 400.
have you not won the in-game down by 3 anyways?
Yes.
We all did it against the Canucks a bunch of years ago.
Yeah, we've done it, but
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
not
winning that one.
betting,
that way is shaking in their boots at
Yeah,
the idea
I'm
of you
gonna
doing this.
I'm gonna remortgage the building we're in, and I'm gonna spend Jay and Wanye's money.
That's fair.
You know,
Yep.
I'm gonna go shake Gregor down for whatever's in his jeans, and I'll bet that too.
It's a big chunk.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Now I've got control of a comeback. I'm purely selfish. The Oilers are gonna be fine in all of their aspects. They're gonna get their goals. Their goaltending is gonna be better than 900. I would bet on that if I could. And what was the third one? Oh, the cap space. I think that Uncle Ken's going to get creative just like he did last year. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, like to fill one of the gaps you could potentially have, Rick, like to get a better right shot D-man, you're moving out CC in the deal.
No problem.
To get a better depth forward, you're moving out Fogle in the deal. Maybe they won't need, it'd be nice. More cap space would be nice.
We're
but
sitting
maybe
on
they
our
won't
first
need
though right now.
it. Yeah.
We have
First and
2.
second this year.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
We got so many picks, we don't even know what to do with them.
And here I am on a boat after
We don't
my
even-
4-3 comeback win, waving at all of you guys. Be like, hello.
Down 3-0, bag milk, bets the puck line, and then just all 5 Goal Genies. Boom.
Yeah. See you later.
We don't even have a GM for the draft next year as of right now, so we don't need our draft picks.
Yeah, they always have their first and second this year, first and third next year, first, second, and third the year after.
I think we can
Tampa
get-
Bay Lightning, right? We're like,
we
we're
can get
getting
some
rid of
pretty
all
good
of
players for that.
We're in win now mode, right? So
I'm straight.
Gotta be. Meanwhile, I'm having cocktails on a yacht that I just bought.
them. Ryman.
No, now I'm avoiding the grind. I am off the grind. Anyway, I want to hear from you. Tyler gave 3 magical scenarios. Goal Genie, that's what I picked. Cap space, a couple of the boys picked that. Goaltending, a couple of boys picked that. What say you? Owen Radio Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Hit us up. Let us know what you are thinking.
Credit to Tyler on that game because we got 3 options. We got 3 answers. Good.
Yep. And it killed the first 14 minutes of the podcast. So good work.
Well, we
everybody.
talked about some brick walls. We talked
Just
about
did this for
stuff.
clicks.
What if you put that much effort into word association?
That it was as much effort as he's put in aggregate into the
Yes.
association.
I'm so happy we don't do that anymore.
It's got to be coming
Well,
back.
you're going to
for
be
some-
upset when we get to the later part of the podcast and I've got word association.
You never were.
No. Yeah, what the difference be?
Tuesday podcasts are coming back, Ty.
They are coming back. I know not for a minute, but like before we know it,
Word
It's already
association
August.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
the award-winning bit is coming back. In the meantime, enter your team into the Oilers Nation Open coming up on September 1st out at Millwoods Golf Club. NationGear.ca is where you can go to put your team in. We are selling out. There's only a handful of teams left. There's only a couple spots for Mosaic players left. If you want to get in on this tournament, which I promise that you do, it's a great day. Sign up, nationgear.ca. We are going to raise some money for Gregor's grads. We are going to watch him cry. We're all going to enjoy the day together.
And if you would like to come and help out, you don't necessarily find yourself a golfer or you haven't found a team, we would love to have you as a volunteer.
Yep.
We will feed you. So feel free to reach out to me at dan@oilersnation.com.
Always looking for volunteers.
And you can reach out to me if you're interested in bidding on either Team Tyler and Liam or Team Jay and Chalmers. Here's the deal. You send your bid to Tyler@oilersnation.com. It's you and a friend. You get to pick which one of the 2 teams you golf with. Jay and Chalmers right now, they are at 1,050. So if you want to golf with them, the bid has to be 1,100. Liam and I are better. We're at 1,200. So the bid to golf with us now has to be at least 1,250. So if you're interested in golfing on either Team Owen Everyday or Team Real Life, email me Tyler@oilersnation.com.
Do we know who's winning these bids or are they super sneaky secret?
Sneaky.
Oh,
Yeah.
secrets. Secret.
Although I was making Jay squirm a little bit on the last episode, Jay and Chalmers, about the fact my bid is higher. And the person did email and say it was fun listening to Jay and Chalmers start to worry that they're not going to be the highest bid.
Because you know what's going to happen with those two. They're going to go start reaching out to their business partner buddies. And they're going to try and grind that up.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going to happen. They're cheaters is essentially what I'm saying.
I know.
You know? Speaking of Jay, I feel like we should do a little follow-up on the Hornets nest he kicked last Friday.
I'm just glad I wasn't here for this.
No,
I wished that you were.
You weren't there for it.
We'd still be going.
In the podcast studio was already testy enough between Rick.
We'd still be going.
And Ty.
I wished you were there because I just sat at this table and I was just enjoying the whole thing.
Milk and I just locked eyes and smiled.
He's just very wrong, especially on some of his comparisons. Like Schultz, I don't think was ever a number 6. He was the 3rd right-handed defenseman on the Penguins, yes. But if you took all the defensemen in the league and you had 6 little circles and they're number 1's number 2 all the way to 6, Justin Schultz would not be in the circle of 6. He's probably in a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not a number 6.
I think even that year they won the cup, was he really their 6? I don't think so.
And I will take today's Bouchard over the Schultz, any of the Schultz that played for Pittsburgh. I will take today's Bouchard over the Petrie we traded.
But Rick, he's going to sign a deal years from now in the future that no one knows.
If it's possible, I would have signed him to 6 or 7. Right now, his progression is within the realm of giving him a 6-7 year deal.
Basically like having like a Porsche in your garage and being like, I wish I had more trunk space. Like this car sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, well, no, it does. It's good at a certain thing. And Bouchard is really damn good at a certain thing. If you want to sit and point out its flaws and be like, sometimes my legs feel cramped in this nice car. Like, come on, what are we doing?
He's also
here?
just finished his second.
I can't hold my trailer.
Second complete season. He just finished his initial contract. 3 years.
He will never get better defensively, though.
Good Lord.
Jay's going to be so mad if he listens to this.
Yeah, it's just because Evan Bouchard looks 45. We got to kind of remember he's not.
Yeah.
I believe he will be close to Erik Karlsson at his best.
Woo! That's a spicy take.
But I mean, the offense is going to be there. I don't think Karlsson was ever great that defensively. If he's able to have some help on his 5-on-5, he'll be fine. He'll be right around there. No one's ever called Karlsson a number 6.
Cross podcast debates on YouTube. We need to do this.
Rick versus Jay.
This is good stuff. Yes.
Oh, man.
What I will give Jay credit for, the guy evolves a lot of opinions in his life, but this one is one that he has stuck with since I've known him. Since Evan Bouchard was drafted to this team, he has been scared of that player.
So I think it was a little bit afterwards, but yeah, I agree. It was very early that he was like, okay, I don't think he's...
Yep.
We were in the basement. He was talking about trading down.
Yes, he was.
I remember that day.
So taking you behind the scenes a little bit, Waz is the one that makes all these clips for us. So we send him the video. We kind of give him some ideas of what we want him to cut. And then he goes and does his thing. So when he posted that clip for Jay's take, Jay, Tyler, and I were in the studio. Tyler looks at the clip and he goes, this one's going to go. And it did. So I guess the question that I want to follow up with is just anybody surprised by the backlash or the reaction on it?
No.
No, I think people are pretty friggin' protective of Evan Bouchard at this point. And
I don't even think it's protection. I think it's just, honestly, it's just...
Yeah, people use their brains.
I think that people have seen what happened with Darnell and they don't want to repeat it again and again and again. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird take.
Patrick, sitting on the outside looking in, what do you think?
Yeah, no, he has hated Bouchard from the start, but I think, I'm a big fan of Bouchard. You give a guy an opportunity to step up on the power play and he does.
Power play got better with him.
100%. So, but I agree with, I think people are scared that, he's going to sign a monster contract and that might be too much pressure for him, but I think he's fine for now. I think, it was a hot take. Justin Schultz, not really comparable to be honest.
And I said it to Jay then, and you'll continue to say it, and he says it too, is it's not Evan Bouchard's fault. It's not Darnell Nurse's fault. Like, these are situations that the teams have entered themselves into.
How many defensemen are their full self by the end of their ELC? Very, very few.
Correct.
He's not one of them. That's fine. Not a big deal.
I loved it.
But look at how many points he plays.
That's the other part. Is it's like, even though he's not at the full potential, it's not like he's a hindrance to this.
He's not supposed to be at his full potential yet.
Yeah. And it's also like young offensive guy. it is reasonable to expect giveaways and mistakes as he's figuring it out.
Yes.
Totally normal. 100%. I actually, like I said, I wished you were here last.
And he's playing against top end competition.
Oh, you guys would have.
I would have loved to watch it.
We've had a couple of good.
I had to walk out of the podcast for a bit. Like,
you guys have gotten into it out
We've
there
had a couple.
when we're not even recording on different things.
Yep.
Oh man, fuck is good. Anyway, some of you got fucking unhinged. You need to relax.
Oh, I saw one that started like claiming the whole company is terrible now. How do you put one person's like opinion on
literally,
one
we're
thing
arguing with the guy the whole
put
time.
the whole thing on. Yeah,
We're like
everybody
laughing at
thinks
him.
that.
Big
Who
Milk
the
and I are like,
fuck
this is going to continue to happen. Like,
Some
we're just
little
laughing
wiener
about it.
Twitter account. Yeah, I'm sure.
I like the
was
people were
very
like, "Oh,
That's
you guys really needed some clicks, hey?" It's like that's the whole business.
Well, yes.
something happens on a show, and we're like, "Hey, that's an interesting
Yeah.
part of our show. We should clip that."
Yeah.
And then we
The response
clicks.
also shows we were correct. So,
yeah.
sorry.
Hilarious. Just so you know, I was laughing at all of you. Even this morning, when the clarification from real life went out from yesterday, I started laughing again because it was very funny to me. Shout out to Jay and his horrible takes. Good stuff. The other thing I want to talk about before we move on a little bit. Did you guys see the fucking hilarious video / picture from last night at the tennis game of Connor and Leon watching it together? Number one, the thing that made me laugh so hard was just the unfortunate timing of the little mini vid, because Leon, 12 out of 10 handsome, looking dapper, looking like
ball
he's
cap to match the
a
shirt.
model.
Munching away at some chips.
And then as the camera moves over, pans slowly over to Connor, he is in the middle of battling a yawn is what it looked like to me. And the memes were great. That's really all it was, is the memes were great. So shout out to them for, give us a little bit of entertainment, even while they're watching tennis.
Fuck, there's the screenshot of that. Like, what is going on in that photo? That's called, I know it's mid yawn or mid sneeze, but
Look, we are all frustrated. It's the beginning of August and we still have 6 weeks till hockey. How do you think he feels? Guaranteed that dude wants to be on the ice.
That's exactly how he feels.
Yes, he's out there like, I have to
The
watch
reason he's
this.
tired
You're
is
supposed to be watching me.
Yep.
And the reason he's tired is he probably had a 2-a-day already. And then Leon drags him out to the tennis game.
Well, he's at the tennis, but he wants to be at that concert thing, the boots and whatever.
boots and hearts. Who's the better tennis player? Who would win, Connor or Leon?
Leon.
I think Connor, I think he's got better feet.
But I think Leon might have more power.
I
in
think
the
it's.
serve,
I think.
or like in the
I think
forehand.
tennis is more of a European thing. Leon.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Pete
xenophobic.
Sampras Pete Sampras disagrees.
I think Connor and his speed dominates.
Yeah, quick feet. I
A
think it's
little
quick
longer
feet.
too. Arms, legs.
Good point. He's a little
You know?
longer.
I'd like to watch that. Oilers Plus, $25.99 a day. Look it up.
Aren't they paying you now to subscribe?
Uh-huh.
Really?
I thought so.
Have they really? Yeah. Free 6 months and $20 to Pizza 73. Let's go.
Cool.
I don't know if that's actually the deal. That's
not bad.
That's Oilers Nation Plus. To be launched.
Oilers Nation Plus is we just come to you and do the
Same
show.
time as the Valley Line LRT launch.
That'd actually be a fun thing to auction off. We'll do an episode of ON
In
Radio.
your living room?
But like in your car while you drive to work. Like we'll just sit in your car with
We
you.
just sit in the back. Yeah. You have to have a van though.
Yeah, minivans
Yeah.
only.
Minivans only, or like one of those big Suburbans or
6
something.
seats.
We don't record any of it either. We just yell in your car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't record it. It's a lost episode.
We'll have a full prep list, including sound effects.
Like
Do it in
the
your
LA Lost episode.
Well, not quite similar, but
Oh,
another lost episode.
I want to be part of that one.
That one is just like, I had an idea for that one, actually. I was thinking about it the other day because that was a lost episode of Better Late Than Never, of getting Tyler to send me the file. And then just every week I play like 3 seconds of it, completely out of context.
How many lost episodes do you think there are? I can think of 2.
Can't be many.
Was the one with the beet juice in the hotel room that a lost episode?
No, that went out.
That went out. But the Cabana Boys is a lost episode.
No, that went out too.
Yeah, we took it down right away.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There was
we're gonna
a-
consider that.
Why I don't even know that was before my time.
Yeah.
There was also one where we were at, I think you were in it too, Rick, where we went to a roadie down to Calgary and we did a beat cast from Singapore Sam's.
Oh my God. I was quite possibly the drunkest man alive in that
Yeah,
video.
we decided doing a live broadcast was a good idea.
I think
when
they're
I was
always
Tyler's
good.
eyes were rolling
the
around in his
comments, I
head.
just remember the comments were like, this is really bad, guys. Like people tuning in being like, you guys should actually stop. Like, it's not good.
When I was the producer of ONR and Real Life, I've lost one episode of each of those. So
just like hit
GarageBand.
You actually lost. These ones were like forcibly put back in the shadows.
Yes, these were destroyed.
If you've never heard us talk about the lost episodes before, essentially, really quickly, we went to LA for the playoffs last year, went to an Angels game, got banged up, got back to the hotel room, decided it'd be fun to do a podcast. The smart thing I did that night was go, you know what? I'm going to listen to it in the morning before we post it. I listened to 3 seconds of it. Tyler was doing whatever he was doing. And Jay was in bed and I was in the other one. And I just go, yeah, we can't put that out. And Jay goes, thank God. So there's about 90 minutes of audio out there somewhere. Well, it's on Tyler's laptop.
It exists.
Anyway, it was a good episode. Lisa Evans folded all of our baseball jerseys.
That's awfully nice of her.
It was nice of her because we just chucked them on the floor after just buying them. Anyway, for our friends at Cornerstone Insurance, go get some insurance products for 90 years and for 90 years. They have been Edmonton's premier boutique insurance brokerage, and they are still growing. Visit cornerstoneins.ca/nation to get an online tenant or condo insurance quote in just a few moments, and use the promo code NATION to get an exclusive discount. Get your insurance done. Get it for cheaper. Use Cornerstone Insurance. Again, that is cornerstoneins.ca/nation. Tyler insured the Nation truck via Cornerstone. You can insure your vehicle as well. Speaking of insurance, the Oilers brought in Brandon Sutter on a PTO coming in. That just happened a handful of days ago. He hasn't played in a couple years. He's been battling long COVID, looking to get back into it. Regardless of what you think about Brandon Sutter, the specific player on the PTO, I love the fact that the Oilers are bringing PTOs in just to add competition down in the depth chart.
You have
love
to
it. You have to do it
because you need a certain amount of vets to play in the preseason games, and you don't want Connors and Leon's playing.
Nah,
you need to put someone out there.
Connor plays one preseason game. They still won't let me
play for some reason.
What do you guys think of the Brandon Sutter PTO?
Great story too, actually, though, right? Like, this isn't like just a guy who played in like the American League last year, a guy who does presumably had to really put in a lot of work to get back in the mix. So I like the story of it. I question the upside of it, but I like the move. Like, it's still fine. Like, do I think he's cracking the team?
Most likely not.
Probably not.
But it doesn't matter.
But I like that they're giving a guy like this who's battled hard to keep his career alive, or is trying to battle hard to keep his career alive. Give that guy a look. He's busting his ass in camp. He's not a guy who's going to come in and do the old Jake Virtanen and just dip after.
Do you think he'd be a guy who ended up in Baco if not here?
I wonder if maybe there's not like a little bit more to this in like, hey, come to camp. If you got it, you got it. And if you don't have it, maybe there's something in the works and like go down to Baco, get your coaching career started.
I was curious. Do you just, at that point, you just kind of fold it up and move on to the next chapter?
Yeah. Like if does not have it, maybe they've told him like, hey, we like you enough that like
he's got to have that idea in his head too, right? Probably. You understand. What do you say he was 34?
34.
Yeah. You're at the point of your career where
hasn't played in a couple of years. I like that he's trying to grind back again. I love competition. I love battling for spots. The Oilers are long past the spot where they can just give out jobs. Somebody's going to have to earn it a little bit more because there's guys on PTOs that are going to be coming in hungry.
100%.
I love putting that story in front of the kids too. Like the young guys coming into the team, you see a guy that's still working his ass off to try and get on the team.
Patrick, thoughts?
Yeah, with really no downside for us at the end of the day. And he's skating right now with the Red Deer Rebels, I think, right? So he's got like that experience, I guess, with, that age of,
Yeah, skating with young guys.
Yeah, so he's coming in and going to be a good, guy to have in the locker room for the
couple weeks.
Yeah, for the last couple weeks there, yeah.
And who knows? Stranger things have happened.
And maybe he's just like got a step and he's good at winning draws. Is he right-handed?
Yes.
I like it a little more.
Mm-hmm. You also are a big fan of PTOs just in general.
Fuck yeah.
What else you got? Any other names that could be coming into town? Again, the Oilers don't have a lot of cap space, but creating competition in camp is hugely important.
Yeah, so like the one guy, I like Pius Suter, but he signed for 2 years, $1.6 million at the Canucks today. Like, yeah, that's just not, you can't afford Pius Suter at $1.6 million if you're the Oilers. Nick Bonino's a guy who, if you're just looking for someone who could come in and play center for you in the preseason, he doesn't.
He's on PTOs now. Like 3 years ago,
making $4 million. Yeah. He doesn't really. The boots concerned me there, I guess. He was the one, like, before the show, BM, you brought up Noah Gregor.
Yeah.
He's got to be more than a PTO. I think he's a guy who can
I'm
get
surprised he's still out there.
Yeah. Tyler Mott is another one who I'd be interested in on a PTO. Good
Where he
PK
played?
guy. He played in Ottawa and New York the last couple of years.
I'm trying
Doesn't
to
score
think of
a
some
ton.
Puck Duco names
Good
here.
good PTO guy or good PK guy. Maxime Comtois. I feel like he's going to get a contract somewhere, but again, I'd consider that one. There was another one I was thinking. Oh, do you entertain Cassian?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ship sailed?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No.
I agree. Yeah, I just thought maybe someone had a different opinion.
He kind of gave up in Arizona.
He scored like one goal in 40 games.
Yeah, like there wasn't even fights from him. So
He had 2 goals in 51 games last year.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I'm good too. I know, I'm sure there are people listening when we started this segment. We're like,
show.
Yeah.
Because like if you're thinking about like if you're gonna PTO guys, I want Cass right-handed, he's got wheels or whatever, but you can't PK.
no,
There's long stretches where he's completely ineffective.
correct.
And just like when he's not in it and engaged and hitting people,
There is one thing though, and I know people like to argue this, but with Costin gone, he had 5-6 fights last year probably.
Yeah.
Who's gonna step into those this year? Because you still don't want Kane doing it, you don't want Nurse doing it. You need somebody from the bottom.
Vinny?
Yeah. But I mean, I can see a lot of guys not.
I can see a lot of guys not wanting to fight Vinny because he's gigantic.
He's terrifying.
Maybe Lane
Nuge is
Peterson.
gonna fight people.
What's that?
Nuge will fight some more people.
No, he's 3-0. No one's gonna go at him.
Yeah, Nuge's gonna dunk.
I heard Riva was getting off the ice when he saw Nuge jumping on.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reality is this team is going to fight less and less.
But it's still out there in the league, and you still need it. Right?
100%.
This isn't the
interesting
Q.
thing, though, just
this
to
is not the
counter.
QMJHL.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, interesting news out of the Q. They officially banned fighting. That's going around everywhere.
Yep.
And amateur boxers under 18, all they can do is work on their footwork now. No more punching.
Can they kiss?
No.
What?
No kisses?
It's
Point of
called
boxing if you can't kiss. I don't know. Thomas Tatar is still a free agent. Josh Bailey's still a free agent. But I think Tatar will get a deal that's like 1.6, 1.7.
Too expensive.
And I don't like Bailey.
It's interesting just to see some of the names that are kind of lingering because there's so many teams that are completely fucked.
But
with the
that's
cap
what it
right now.
is. Like next year, that's not going to be the same. Right now, it is because all these guys that were
There's gonna
normally
be,
would have been qualified
yeah.
were sent packing because he couldn't go to arbitration with
There's
these
going
guys
to be a
because
bunch
he
of
was too
dudes
scared.
too, arguably that take 1 year deals to bet on themselves that'll go cash in next year a little bit.
I have 2 more
Lots of
actually.
Go ahead.
Mark Pesic,
Mhm.
local boy.
I'd like that.
Come in, give some competition to Vinny
He's
on that
gotta be
third pair.
34, 35 by now, eh?
31,
Yeah,
Rick.
For 31, man, I
Oh
feel like
my
we've been talking
goodness.
about this guy for years.
We have
and years.
been.
Yeah. Has a house here because who was living in it? Bukestad was living in his house last year.
RIP Big Jugs.
Yeah, RIP Big Jugs. Zach Aston Reese is a forward I like.
Yeah,
Plays with
that's
some
an interesting
jam, physical.
one. That's an interesting one.
I'd have
That's a
time for that.
Cassian type player.
Cassian
That's
Light.
better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Cassian.
I like ZAR.
I like that.
And I guess those 30 you guys, I just rattled off a lot of names. Anyone you guys
PTO,
like,
everyone.
bring them all in.
Why not?
Run a whole PTO team for one preseason game.
That's
Fine.
expensive. That's a lot of hotel rooms I got to book.
You know what?
Want no PTOs with cultural issues. Like I don't want.
Seems like a pretty simple ask. Why has the team let you down in that before?
Seems like a weird thing to have to say.
Yeah, there was a lot of noise last year for absolutely no reason at all.
Like that did nothing for our hockey.
And he was
program.
dog shit also,
Yes.
which just made it extra
It's not
ridiculous.
even like he added competition.
Underrated part of last year was when Evander Kane cropped him out of that one photo and posted it.
The
And
best.
We saw it and we're like, they gotta be releasing this guy soon. Like, there's no way.
The best.
Oh, that's good.
Speaking of Kane, I'm also looking for a bounce back season from Kane too.
Healthy too, right?
Yeah,
as long
exactly.
as
That's
his
why.
arm cut off, you'll be fine.
That's exactly why I'm expecting a bounce back season. Cause like I was looking in the comment section on Oilersnation.com the other day. I don't remember what it was. It might have been the mailbag or something. And people were just talking about maybe we need to trade Kane or whatever. And then just like, well,
man.
relax. The guy almost got his arm fucking cut off his body.
He did.
It takes time to come back. Then he broke his ribs. It's just like last season was a rough one for Evander Kane.
Yeah.
He never really got his momentum going, but also Waz, don't clip this because I don't want this to be my Bouchard.
We don't want clicks,
moment.
was. We don't want clicks.
But like the thing on him has always been when he gets comfortable, he kind of gets less effective, right? There were longer stretches last year where he wasn't particularly effective.
At the beginning of the year, he was up and down, but like it's the beginning of the year, right?
Okay.
And
But I
what was
also
it,
wonder,
November
like-
when he got his arm cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then he was out for a long time.
And even then, he came back probably faster than you're
Probably.
quote unquote supposed to.
Takes time to get your timing back. Then he busted the ribs.
And you're probably a little hesitant with it.
Sure. I'm just expecting a bounce back here.
I'm fully willing to give that as a bit of a write-off. It is what it is. I fully expect hungry, motivated Kane coming out this year.
I do too.
And I don't see any argument against it.
Mm-hmm.
I would just be worried that I would be curious to know if San Jose Sharks fans had the same experience. Where like every season they kind of came in telling themselves, oh, maybe last year.
You also heard another dressing room. He was no good.
Yeah.
Didn't hear that here? No.
Not yet. But I'm with Tyler in the sense that like last year was a down year and expect better from him this year.
He almost lost his arm.
Yeah.
Patty Maroon's a big boy. Fucking stepped right on her. Come on, man.
I wouldn't want him to step on his barefoot.
I wouldn't want him to. I don't want those dogs anywhere near me.
Correct.
You would have probably sliced my arm clean off. I'm not a salamander. Can't grow back. The fuck, Tyler?
Salamanders can grow back.
Wow.
Like their arms. Really?
Yeah.
And their tail. Think about it.
What other parts can they grow back?
Everything but the head.
Hey.
Salamander penis comment.
Let's go to Kennedy's game.
He's usually the one not doing this too.
Oh, that'll be the biggest. Hey, wait, who said salamander penis on it? Tyler.
The other thing is, obviously, we're still waiting on Evan Bouchard, regardless of what Jay says.
Leagueman.
Oh, it's got to be
PTO.
Do the team a solid, Evan, and then we'll trade you next time. That was my favorite. Was he's like, all right, maybe he could do us a solid, and we'll send him out the door.
Yeah, for a big contract elsewhere.
Did he really say trade him?
Jay said
trade him before he signs his big ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
That's why you needed to be here. We should have just called you on the golf course.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had to do any renovations in here because everything would have been ripped off the walls.
Would have just fallen.
We are still waiting on Bouchard. Lots of time.
It'll get done, man. Just everyone was so worried about the McLeod thing. It just happens. I know. We don't know why he's doing something. Manager's doing something. Agents doing something.
Maybe
eventually they'll figure it out.
Kids, who knows?
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
Taking the kids to Disneyland.
Yeah, maybe.
The big thing will just be the number, right? If it's 3.8, you're a little bit more handcuffed next year. If it's 3.4, all of a sudden you have some space to play with. You can maybe look at some of the free agents I rattled off and be like, we can now sign a guy for like 950 and like still squeeze him in on the opening day roster. You could maybe get all the way up to 1.1 if Bouch does you a big enough solid.
What's going to be interesting the most is just to like see how much they grind him. Because really he has no, outside of sitting out and not reporting, he doesn't really have a whole lot.
But out of I rattled off 10 names or 11 names there of guys who are available. Do any of them get you guys legitimately excited? Are there any that you're like, oh, they could actually be good for us?
Aston Reese, I like that type of addition, but outside of that, not really.
Like no, Gregor, outside of Jason aside, like I think he'd be a good fit. It's not going to happen here.
It's not going to happen here. Any of those names?
Yeah, you'd have to lose like Janmark first, I think.
Yeah, or like
because that's where Gregor's going to end up playing.
Probably,
someone there.
Yeah, I like Gregor, just local guy. I mean,
that was a good
easy
story.
to fit in, right?
Yeah.
I've always just wanted Mark Pysyk on this team.
Fair.
So, and like defensive depth wise, I think this team needs it, but
you're going to need 8 or 9 D-men this year, right?
100%. 1,000%. Last year, let me see how he did. Last year with Buffalo. Oh no, he hasn't played.
I wonder.
He signed with Detroit last year, then he blew his ACL in training camp or summer training. Didn't play.
Oh, he didn't even get to play.
Yeah. So he'd be like, again, good PTO guy.
Well, there you have it. PTO everyone. That's what I say. That's what Tyler says, actually. I'll steal his quote. That's fine. Gentlemen, I've got 4 questions for Ask the Idiots this week. So get your caps on. Of course, no one has seen these questions except me. I will get the boys' first reactions.
So nervous.
Are you?
Nope.
You should be. One of them is directly about you. It's not. I lied. I made that up. I got to tell you about Wilhauk Beef Jerky, though. They've got 3 locations in the city: Spruce Grove, Leduc, West Edmonton Mall. Like Rick will tell you, you can get pickled eggs there.
It's
like
true.
Gavin will tell you, he likes pickled eggs, but no other eggs of any kind.
Shut up.
Yes.
Yeah, he was adamant.
Oh, yeah. You were on vacation.
But that's like the one kind of egg no one would blame you if you didn't like.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
The only egg he will consume is a pickled egg. No other application.
Egg guy?
Big egg guy.
Huge egg guy.
Yeah, easy.
I'll murder a dozen a week.
Really?
Fucking right.
That's a high egg count.
3 or 4
How many
a day.
is in a normal, like, do you do just scrambled eggs for breakfast?
No, I'll do eggs, bacon, and toast.
Eggs, bacon, toast?
Sometimes I do a little
How
scrambled
many
egg.
eggs? 2?
2 for sure. If I'm just doing straight scramble, I'll do 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah.
I'm a big
You're in
eater.
the gym.
I'm a big eater.
Rick's getting swole though.
I get 4.
Like you missed it last week. We had to decide
Was Rick Swoller?
who we would Freaky Friday with. And I picked you just because I want to be jacked for a minute.
I also picked you.
Did you? Thank you.
Yeah.
Jay picked me.
He wants to know how your love of piss jokes.
He wants to know which color.
Dark brown.
Where on the scale is it? It's not.
Tyler had to go fill up his water bottle before this for a reason. Will Hog beef jerky.
What was it? It's on your Instagram story?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go check out my Instagram story. Tyler was the bottom one. Kidney stones like that, man. Stay hydrated, bro. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. All right. For our Will Hawk beef jerky, again, go get a bag of jerky. It's the weekend. It's Friday. You golfing this weekend, Tyler?
Yep.
Little jerky in the bag?
You know it.
Fucking right.
Always keep that motherfucking thing on me.
WillHawkBeefJerky.com. Go get yourself fed. It is the best. I promise you, you will enjoy it. For Will Hawk Beef Jerky, we're going to work through Ask the Idiots. I won't be mean to Patrick. I won't start off with
Please
him today. Rick?
Yes.
This one's from Dangerous Wade or Dangerous Wade.
Dangerous Wade?
Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
What do you feel you've done to one of your fellow hosts that you regret or feel bad about? Tyler, big time Yaremchuk may need to sit this one out for undisclosed reasons.
I'm sure I've given the majority of everybody in here a terrible day after. I don't regret it, but that's probably what I've done.
Oh, that's fair.
Point. That's a good answer.
I don't know how many times that would be, but a lot.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
My most favorite bad next day with Rick was after the Nugent Hopkins game in the playoffs where he got those 2 against Calgary. I was one of the first people to the pint after that game. You and I went from 0 to 2,000 in about 90 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
And then we were both just like, I gotta go. Lost my glasses. My fucking front door was open.
Front door was open.
Oh, yeah.
So it's something you've done
to one of your co-hosts that you feel bad about or regret.
Patrick legitimately won't be able to answer this.
That's
well, Rick got me last weekend, unfortunately.
That's what happens, man.
The time I bailed on the snowboarding thing, I actually did feel real bad, but that was unavoidable.
Yeah,
but I felt really bad.
Well, I mean, it was avoidable. The FIS Big Air World Cup.
I felt bad, so I'll go with that one.
Because it was months early. He celebrated New Year's Eve or something like that.
It was 4 weeks before or 5 weeks before Christmas.
He was celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Dan, what do you got?
Big day.
What have you done to bully us?
There was that one time that I told Patrick that I golf with him and then he had to take like a week to think about it.
Straight up lying to the poor guy.
But I think it's going to be Rick for me too. I don't know if you ever dealt with the ramifications of me and the staff member at the bar that clashed heads one night when I had fallen asleep in the back. In the back room, and then left, and then of course I had left a bunch of stuff with you. But being a person that worked in the industry, I hate that I was ever that person to Rick.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was probably my fault in the first place.
Wow, But anyways, so Rick, I've done you wrong.
No
Patrick,
problem,
you're the new guy here. Anybody here slighted you in any way? It's time to throw him under the bus.
Yeah, nothing personal yet so far. But
all right. Well, I mean, what have I done? I don't know. When I first met Tyler's girlfriend, I called him a terrorist a bunch of times.
Yeah, you were so drunk. That was also at the pint, so also kind of Rick's fault.
Well, and that day also me and Rick did like an 8-hour shift together and I cannot keep up.
Yeah, that was not a great first impression, but you made enough good impressions afterwards that I don't think she remembers it.
Yeah, no, I love Amber.
There you go.
Was that the
Drop
game?
a little terrorist reference tonight.
Opener?
Just to see.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You and I went to a game together, but we decided to do like a day session.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got back after the game, I might as well have been in.
That's fair. I remember the one time you tried to lock me out of the hotel room. Maybe not.
Yeah, there was another one where, again, I did not mean to do that.
I just ate my quesadilla in the hallway.
I just slid the old knobby knob thing over.
Oh. Notice he didn't make that his answer.
Well, I forgot about it until just now.
You forget, right? You're trying to find one and you blank out.
I mean, I got there eventually.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got there eventually. Just had a little, ground quesadilla.
That reminds me of the Sandman Hotel that used to wipe our hotel cards.
I had a meeting this morning with Chris, the intern. Yeah. If you've been around for a while and remember him, Longer list for him. I've got a lot of horrible photos of him in my phone still.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Danger Suede, there you go.
That was only question one.
I miss Vegas.
Yeah, I miss it too. All right, Patrick, this one, you're up first. Okay. This one you can answer. We've answered this kind of before, but these are specific, so that's why I'm including it again. 4 options, Patrick.
Okay.
What do you think you have the best chance of completing successfully? A, throwing a strike against a Major League Baseball hitter.
Throwing a strike? Okay.
B, stopping a shot from an NHL shooter. C, kicking a field goal from 35 yards. Or D, draining any shot from anywhere against an NBA defender.
In an NBA game?
Any shot.
Wow. Okay, well, I think I could probably kick the football 35 yards, but not through the uprights. I feel like I could stop a shot from an NHL player just strictly off luck. They missed the net or something like that.
Yeah, are we playing goalie or are we blocking?
Oh, you're playing goalie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably
pads, look big.
But internal bleeding is it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm going to get the job done.
There was nothing about that. Once the puck is stopped, it's stopped.
Dan, throwing a strike against a MLB hitter, stopping a shot from an NHL shooter, kicking a field goal, or draining a shot against an NBA defender.
Yeah, I'm going to rank them like on the probability because I think 0 for all of them. But yeah, it's goalie, shot, and then it would be the NBA defender, and then a strike, and then the field goal. I have tried to kick a field goal many, many times in my life on CFL fields. It is flipping impossible. It's impossible. I don't know how they do it.
Just technique.
It's fascinating to me. I'd love to speak to a kicker.
Back to you, Patrick. What's your ranking? Since Dan did it that way, I like that better actually.
Yeah, I'm not draining any points in the NBA. That's not happening. I think so. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go goal, and then I'll probably go field goal underneath. What was the third one?
Baseball strike.
Baseball strike. Yeah, we'll put that one at 3, and then 4 NBA.
Tyler, what do you got?
The strike is so flipping hard to me.
Okay, but you know what? You'll see those videos or like those games where a position player goes into pitch and they'll be throwing like 60, and like sometimes it throws them off, or he could just foul one off. Like he could take you deep down the line.
Oh,
and if it looks foul,
we're talking a foul as a strike.
It's a strike.
It's a strike.
Okay, that would be okay. All right.
So
all right.
I think because I have an okay arm.
I saw it in Vegas. True.
Yeah.
Cosign.
Like I did the little thing. I got up like 70 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I could get a guy to foul it off.
Yes, you could.
So that's my 1. Number 2, I'll go with the field goal just because that's one that has no reliance on facing a professional athlete. If you give me 10 attempts, I could probably get one. Like I might luck into one, you know? Mm-hmm. 3, I'll do goalie. 4, I'll do NBA. You're not being NBA defenders would be insane.
You don't think you could just run to half court and hurl it and make it?
But again, now we're talking like, what do I have a better chance of? Yeah. Guessing where an NHL player is going to shoot? That's kind of like a 1 in 4, right? You just lunge yourself in one of the directions.
Like an NBA, the way I was thinking about this too, as you guys were talking, just like you got a big fucking human in your grill.
Mm-hmm. If he's defending you, we're not making that shot.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. You'd have to catch him off guard.
Rick, what do you got?
Field goal.
That's number 1.
Then goaltending.
Okay.
Now that we're allowed foul balls, because otherwise I'm not getting the ball past the batter.
Well,
not a chance in hell.
Too, right? Yeah. That's the other thing. You have to be in that box.
Yeah, like that wasn't going to happen. But if we're going to count that, then I'll go pitching, and there's not a chance that I can get the ball over, make a shot over an NBA player. No chance in hell. Alan Houston would stop me. That dude hasn't got up off the ground after Jake Paul knocked him out.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Jake Paul just beat Nate Diaz too the other day. All of a sudden, this guy's got a fucking little boxing career on him.
No, he's fought one boxer and lost.
He did, yeah.
Everybody else he's fought, he's won.
Did you watch the thing on him though?
No, not yet.
It's good.
I think it's pretty impressive.
Anyway, for me, I'm gonna go. I think I would have the best chance against an NHL shooter if I'm in net, strictly on luck. I feel like if I could see it with a little bit of distance, I can kind of whip a hand in front of it. Doesn't have to be a pretty save. I just got to stop it.
Yeah.
Put my face in front of it. Regret it immediately after. Number 2, I'm going to say I'll cross up LeBron and fucking drain one. No problem. Fadeaway jumper.
Hit him with the little Euro step.
No, my second one would probably be a field goal because there's just no one in front of me. It's just me and the uprights.
Just technique. You'll find it.
I would go NBA shooter next. I just don't think like I just don't think I could throw a ball past a major league hitter. I think he's going to fucking crank it right back at me or just into next millennium. You know?
Just throw it high. I've learned if you throw it high at people, they can't hit it hard.
Oh, the high gas.
Hit him with the high heat.
Yeah, fucking right.
Home run derby, right?
Yeah, Jay was not happy about that. We covered that in the last episode.
Tyler, you're up first.
Okay.
We know the Oilers' top 6 is set and the top 9 is pretty damn close. Mm-hmm. Which depth player forward is most likely to either A, win a job or lose a job, depending how you look at it?
Okay, so just again, for the sake of clarity, we're going McDavid, Draisaitl, Nuge, Hyman, Kane. That's your 5. Connor Brown is 6.
Yep.
I'm assuming to round out the top 9, they're saying Janmark, Fogel, McLeod.
Probably somewhere, sure.
So the guy who's most likely to come in and like surprise us and really win a job in that top 9 is Holloway.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who's most likely to lose one, probably one of Lane Peter. It's probably Lane Peterson, right? Like right now, it seems like he's penciled into the 4C spot, and it's like he might not be able to handle that. So it's probably Lane Peterson.
Mm-hmm. Rick, what do you got? Who's most likely to win a job? Who's most likely to give him?
Most likely to win a job is going to be Lavoie, just because he shoots right.
That's cool.
It can be a little bit easier on that side. And guys getting bounced at least a spot, like a line backwards. Fogel.
Really?
Yeah, I think you can see Fogel drop back. If Holloway takes that step up, Lavoie does his thing. You've got Janmark kills penalties. Fogel sometimes does. But I think you'll find Fogel on the outside looking in sooner than anyone else.
Patrick.
I'm going to go the opposite a little bit there because I think Fogel, we saw some potential from him at the end of the season in playoffs. And I think he has a chance to win up a spot. Contract year, it's this last year, right?
Yep,
so I think he's going to play hard and he's got the opportunity to move up. And I think going down, probably Pettersson. I think he's a question mark as is, like you said. So, yeah.
Nation Dan, who's going to win a job? Who's going to lose one?
Lose a job? Like has to be off the team?
No, move back like a line.
Or like move back a spot. Like maybe get bumped up to the 13 forward kind of thing.
If I'm picking that answer, I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling about him starting off. Connor Brown, I think will find his way down the lineup a little bit.
He could be, but if Holloway or Lavoie take off, he's a guy who could fall a spot quickly.
And then if I had to guess, I feel like a defenseman is going to make a move.
Nemo?
I don't know. I guess,
I would love that.
Would he be technically
if Nemo makes the team, then that's definitely a move up.
I have a feeling that we're gonna be pushing for defensemen. So I think Nemo would be my answer for player to come up.
I'm gonna say person that surprises, and I guess some people kind of have him dialed in right now. Is I could see maybe Raphael Lavoie having a good training camp, maybe winning the Ty Ratty Award and winning his job on opening night. I could see Janmark going the other way.
Yeah, maybe he gets knocked down.
Maybe he's like, I don't want that. I do think he's a good player. I think he's a valuable player, but I could also see him maybe going the dry toast route where he's just kind of like.
So I have him as right now, probably your third line right winger.
Yeah, I mean, there's open space there for sure. Could 100% see it. Last question. Willock Beef Jerky asked the idiots. This one's weird and I loved it. And that's why I included it. Nation Dan, I'm starting with you. You are living in your own personal horror movie. What is happening to you in this scenario? As an example, in my own personal horror movie, everyone I interact with is a clown.
Okay. I've got like a bunch of them that I can go over that I'm currently living.
Please.
But would be if people just stopped answering my emails, which sometimes I feel like it happens. So that's a personal horror movie. Or if travel shit just came up like all at the same time, like say like I don't know.
Oh, you mean like the bus doesn't show up?
And yeah, exactly. Travel shit is my worst fear. When we have issues like that, that's my hell. So yeah, that's like not answering my emails after I send them out, and it's like makes you question your sanity. And then travel issues. Is that a good answer? I don't even know if that's really the question that they asked.
That works.
I mean, this guy's surrounded by clowns. So
yeah. Hey,
Tyler, you're in your own personal hell. What's happening around you?
one thing that I like pretty consistently have bad dreams about is like I'm late for something and I can't make up the time. Like I need to be somewhere in 5 minutes, but I have 10 things to do before I get there. Like, so that like I'm late for something and like no matter what, I won't get there.
Always late.
Always late. That's like, it's a weird thing to have dreams about, but I always wake up in sweats. I'm like, oh.
Make sure to check our flight on Monday.
Yeah, straight up. I've had a lot of nightmares that just involve me being in airports being like, ugh.
Patrick, you're in your own personal hell. What's going on around you?
I think unrealistic. I'm in the middle of the ocean. Can't drown, but can't find land ever. But more realistic, no matter what team I cheer for, no matter what sport, they never win a game. And I could swap teams and that team will stop winning.
Are you an Elks fan by any chance?
Yeah, exactly like being an Elks fan, but for every sport.
This is always going to be someone close to that is the Oilers going through what the Elks are going through right now.
Oof.
I mean, we went through a decade of kind of sort of, you know, it's I got t-shirts and hats at home for this, and we've kind of been there already. So maybe, you know, I've got the scab over it already. I can handle it. But yeah, like if watching them go through what they're going through, it's excruciating.
The sheer, like the only saving grace the Oilers have is that there's way more teams in the league. And so they're going to have somebody come through the city that will
if there is, I get that. Right. But if they somehow went on like that long home losing streak, I don't
like even last night.
No.
All I could think about was, well, some of you were at the game. I didn't get invited. The vibe on Twitter in the first half was very positive.
Yeah.
And then the wheels fell off.
You know, it's play calling in the second half.
Were you there last night too?
Too scared.
We saw each other.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they went into the old prevent kind of.
Yeah,
let's run.
Jones said if they just listened to him, it would have been fun.
Of course,
Rick, what's your oh yeah, you already said.
Yeah,
my personal hell is I fucking hate standing in line. Everywhere I go, I'm in line, no matter what. To get into the building, to go to work, I'm in line. To get food, I'm in line. Just to sit down here at the table I'm in line. I do not want to be in line. My personal hell would be I am always in line. I don't know if that answers the question, but there you have it. Before we move on to Kennedy's game, which Patrick is going to be hosting us for today, I just want to mention real quick, check out the Oilers Nation socials right now. We are looking for graphic designers. You have graphic design experience. If you love sports, if you love hockey, reach out. Hit up Kennedy on socials. Kennedy's trash. It is not Kennedy's strash.
You did that at the beginning of this year, I think.
Not me.
Yeah.
Reach out to Kennedy. She will get you involved in the mix. Come work with us. You too can get ignored by Tyler when you want to have a social function.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know? All right. We've got a fresh round of Kennedy's quote game here. Patrick is going to be hosting it for us. The fun part about it is that Kennedy's not here today. She's at a wedding. She still prepared the game. So Patrick's got a list of the quotes. How many we got today?
There's 6 on there.
6 quotes. And then he's got the answers in an accompanying envelope, which we will go through. So we're going to go through the first quote. We all have to guess who it is. I'm guessing there's probably one of us that doubles up, I would imagine.
Yes.
It's usually how she does it, yeah.
All right.
Because Liam will be included,
Yeah, Liam will be included.
Just guess by default.
Yeah. Patrick, what is quote number 1?
Right. And by demons, you mean rats, right?
Oh, man.
By demons, you mean rats?
And by demons.
All right.
All right. Quote number 2.
If Ken Holland could actually find a podcast, I'd be surprised.
What does that mean?
Man, that's fucking harsh.
Wait, I didn't think about this one.
Ken Holland.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay. Number 3.
I think he has that North Side Edmonton vibe to him.
All right.
Everyone, you all good?
Yeah.
Number 4. You didn't think this episode was going to be about corn.
Man,
this is garbage.
I'm already thrown off.
I'm over for sure. There's no way. I had Tyler for 3 of these.
I've had bag
You had
milk
yourself for 3 last time I was here.
I did, yes.
That's called playing the odds.
Yeah. Number 5.
Luda. I had to do the voice. It says it on here.
It says I had to do the voice.
It is. It says you have to do the voice.
Number 6.
Streets are angry back to you.
Streets are angry back to you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, like you went to remote.
This isn't good.
Okay. I think.
Can I have 1 and 2 again?
Yep. Certainly. 1, and by demons, you mean rats, right?
Okay. And what was 2?
If Ken Holland could actually find a podcast, I'd be surprised.
I actually think I heard that quote in my head now. I think I know who it was.
All right. Did everybody got their answers in?
Yeah.
Fired
I
open.
don't like
He's
this.
firing open the envelope.
Oh, it's actually like sealed and everything.
Yeah,
It's all ready to go.
No cheating.
I looked away and everything.
Yeah.
I think Kennedy knew because she gave this to me yesterday that I could be a cheater, so she sealed the envelope.
Smart.
Question number 1, which if you could just do us a favor, read the quote and then the correct answer, and we'll see how we all did on question number 1.
And by demons, you mean rats, right?
What's everybody got?
I said Rick.
I said Tyler.
I have Tyler.
I have BM.
It was Tyler.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
You didn't get yourself.
All downhill from here.
I
It's
figured
very
that it was.
difficult.
I figured it was Tyler because you have the rat ratings.
I know. And I thought that was you. Like, I thought I said something. I thought it was you being like, remember the rat ratings? Damn. Okay.
Okay.
I just thought Rick.
Quote number 2.
If Ken Holland could actually find a podcast, I'd be surprised.
What's everybody got? I got Liam.
I thought that was Liam, yeah.
Oh, I have
When
Dan.
you say it with a British accent, it sounds nicer.
Yeah, it does.
I have Dan.
Yeah.
It was BM.
Oh,
I mean, it's not
way
far
meaner.
off. I can see it.
Damn
but
it.
that screws up everything now.
Wow.
I had you for each of the first 2, and I was like, can't be him on both. Damn it.
All right. Number 3.
Number 3. I think he has that North Side Edmonton vibe to him.
I picked Dan.
I said bag milk.
I said Dan.
I had to say myself.
It was Rick.
Yes.
Nailed it.
I had to go backwards and take that one, by the way.
Oh my God.
All right. So I am 1 for 3 so far.
I'm 0 and 3, so it's not looking good.
Number 4.
You didn't think this episode was going to be about corn.
I said Rick.
I said Rick.
I guess it was me.
I have BM.
Dan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay.
Number 5. Luda.
Me.
I said me.
I said Ty.
I have Liam.
It was Liam.
Wow.
Whoa. I changed it from Liam. I didn't.
Liam doesn't say Luda.
Is that the voice I was supposed to do? Was Liam's?
Yeah, you have to do Luda, but in a British
In Liam's
accent.
voice.
What?
That's a stunner. That's a stunner.
Okay. Number 6.
Streets are angry back to you.
Tyler.
I said Dan.
I guess Liam.
I have BM, but it doesn't make sense now.
It was Tyler.
Yeah.
I went 0 and 6.
Wow.
Wow.
I got myself right this
I
time.
went 3. 50%.
1 for 6 because I had my own answer.
2 for 6. So Rick is the big winner of the Kennedy quote game. If you're playing along at home, let us know how you did. Electronic
How are we
Jordan.
so bad at this.
It's hard.
Electronic
We're on a
Jordan, I'm
podcast.
specifically talking to you now.
Oh, you want him to play along?
He does play along.
Oh, nice.
He always tweets out his answers.
Ooh,
Electronic Jordan.
I did.
And are his answers usually better than ours?
I don't know. I don't follow.
Oh yeah, fair enough. You should give us the stats.
I don't check. I'm just
let us know.
I just know he does it. Can't be checking people's homework there. Send them to Kennedy. She'll check them for you.
That's
Probably. Maybe.
great game, Kennedy.
All right. Now it's time to go right into word association. Tyler?
The new studio.
Wahoo!
Incomplete.
Brick.
Oh, pretty nice.
Ouse.
Bubbly.
You can't see it on camera, bro.
That shot now zooms in right here.
Yeah,
for
well,
the clicks.
zoom
for the clicks.
zoom into Charles's poor
we not-
hand craftsmanship.
I like how the blue light picks it up a little bit though, and it's yellow on this.
Laid
But
it
also,
very
it's
well.
brick,
Laid
so
it.
it's supposed to look imperfect.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
My bricks all have wrinkles at home too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they build them now.
Wrinkled brick.
Yeah. Which is also the name of my mixtape.
Hot and cold performers?
Why? What, you didn't prepare?
No, that's a
association?
Tuesday thing. It's Friday.
For Star Mechanical, it is time for our hot and cold performers. Of course, Star Mechanical is one of Edmonton's biggest locally owned and operated plumbing and heating businesses. They've been working within the community for over 20 years. Many of the new homes built over that time have had their plumbing and heating systems installed by Star Mechanical. What we do, as we always do, is we start off with our veggies, looking back at the last 7 days of our lives and picking a cold performer of the week for our friend at Star Mechanical. To my right is Rick. You are going to be up first, sir. Your cold performer of the week.
To me, this is simple. It's the QMJHL for removing fighting from the game.
You're as cold as ice.
Anything else?
I mean, I could go on a little rant if I wanted to.
Please.
I got you covered.
I bet you do. Like I said before, though, they're talking about concussions for younger people and stuff like that. Like I said before, though, sure. So now we're taking amateur boxing under 18 and it's just footwork. They don't throw punches anymore.
Kisses.
It's ridiculous, man. There's a bunch of people like never really played the game or understand the game that feel like the game should be towards them instead of where it is, just because they feel like they're that important. You can't go through life expecting everything to be in agreements with you, and when it's not, you make these massive changes. People are gonna get hurt from this, and it's all on these guys.
I'm just going to go straight to you, Dan. Your Star Mechanical Cold Form of the week.
Yeah. So to kind of go off of what Rick is saying here, I have an issue with whoever or whatever entity is creating this need for a rule that the QMJHL has. You can go to Hockey Fight's social media and read the whole rule laid out there. But what's important to me, or what stuck out to me, is that the Q actually bolded a sentence in the rule for whatever reason. It says, the bolded part is a safe quality of play conducive to the development of players. And that to me screams that you're trying to talk to an insurance company. You're trying to talk to a politician, something there that just annoys me. So I think my biggest issue is that you're literally now telling players that have worked their entire lives to get to this point that may not be as good at the elements of the game that you love, but are good at elements of a game that are available to the rest of the league. And
elements they're going to have to face when they get to the pro ranks.
It kills me that you're taking away jobs from people that are ready to do that work. Yes,
but
maybe you don't like it.
They're setting them up for danger too. Now you're going to go through 15 to 18 and never once thrown a punch. Then you're going to start your first game in the ECHL. What's going to happen to you?
So it's just
your nose is going to be in the back of your head.
100%.
Smart government. Smart.
Of the week is going to continue to go to the QMJHL for its ridiculous ban on fighting.
I hate the government.
I'm upset.
That should be, by the way, someone should clip that.
Yeah. One more time. Give it a clean one.
I hate the government.
There you go. Patrick, you were guesting on the podcast today.
Yes.
Last 7 weeks, 7 weeks left. Can be 7 weeks. Last 7 days of your life. Are you Star Mechanical Cold Form of the week?
Can we do an obvious one? Ken Holland not signing Bouchard yet, so I can go to sleep.
Yep.
Easy for once.
Nice.
And can I have an honorable mention?
Sure.
Patrick Rogers, you guys big golf guys watching golf?
Yeah.
He's in the St. Jude this weekend, and he's my guy for my fantasy football league, and he was +2 as the last time I checked. So I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you thrilled? I'm not.
Tyler.
Baltimore Orioles suspended announcer Kevin Brown because he read the graphic that was on the screen.
Okay.
That graphic was
one. Stop. I saw it. I listened to the clip. I was so fucking confused.
I was just waiting for something racist.
I still am confused.
And the clip plays and you're like, what just happened? He's back tonight though.
So he got like a 2-day suspension for just reading stats.
Yeah, because the Orioles ownership said it made them look bad.
They are.
No, it did not make them look bad. You know what made them look bad? The product on the field back then.
The announcer,
that is on the owners. That's on the management, not on the.
He just put out a statement like an hour ago, and he said, "Don't believe any of the reports you've heard about why I was off the air, and let's just move forward." Kind of essentially. I know, and I understand that that's a PR. And
so the owners are like, "All right, you can go back today, but just say this. Press send. I'll type it for you. Press send."
Yeah. So it's a weird, convoluted situation.
Tyler.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's a long button.
It's better when it doesn't have sound attached to it and Liam pushes it and just goes, okay. I don't have a cold performer of the week, really. So I'm going to say Liam because I feel like he's been gone for a very long time. How long has he been gone for? 2-3 months? 4 months?
Forever. We've had to go find new people.
Yeah.
We literally have a new person sitting in here because Liam just refuses to come back.
Yep.
We made these.
Was he avoiding the work?
He might have been.
Wow.
Liam.
Hope Great Britain's nice.
Yeah. Enjoy, Liam.
Are you thrilled? I'm not. Yeah!
Flipping the ledger. Let's end off the podcast with some positives in our life. Patrick, you're on the spot. You're up first. Your Star Mechanical Hot Performer of the Week.
Okay, easy. We got to go with Brady Olivieri from the Blue Bombers, the running back that just trucks the Elks every single time he plays us.
Oh, we're giving him a hot performer?
I think so. Unfortunately,
damn it.
That dude, he ran someone over
he's
last
a monster.
week.
I'd pick him up in my NFL league if I could.
Yeah. He's a machine.
Who's calling?
Should I impromptu Jason Gregor as a guest on the show?
Probably not.
You have to pay him.
Hey, buddy,
you didn't pay me for this appearance, buddy.
He's a hot guy.
Wow. Nation Dan, you're up next. Your Star Mechanical hot performer of the week.
It pains me because I'm not going to say anything official, but keep your eyes glued to our feeds next week. Nation vacations are finally becoming a thing again. So.
Jay said them all on Real Life yesterday.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to Seattle next week. Watch for it coming out next week.
We're going to Seattle next week. Let's go.
We're going to Seattle November the 11th, and you're going to be able to see some football.
NFL football.
It's getting hot in here.
Tyler or Hamchunk?
Myself. I'm my hot performer of the week.
Worse.
I have been beefing with squirrels in my backyard all summer. And this week I caught not one, but two. And I safely relocated them 20 kilometers away and across a body of water so that into the same spot so they could live together again. But they are done terrorizing me in my backyard. I took care of business. It only took me 3 months to do something that should not have taken me 3 months, but I get my own hot performer. Getting me armchair GM horny.
You
Got me catching squirrel horny. Tell you that for free. If anyone needs a squirrel caught, I'll come do it.
You really come with your angles into there, eh? I took him across the street and across the body of water, but I put them back together again.
It's the humane thing to do.
I know, but there's someone's going to come on and start saying, well, no, yes, that's what I did. So
I did it. I followed the book.
I think he put it in a
bought them lunch
on the river and sent him down the river.
Oh, I was so mad at that squirrel. I was tempted to throw him in the river, but I didn't because I needed the trap back.
Tyler's a nice boy. Rick, you're a Star Mechanical hot performer of the week.
I don't do this often and usually wouldn't be right after Tyler doing the same thing, but I'm going to give it to myself. And I have 79 reasons why I'm going to give it to myself.
Good job.
I shot a 79 last weekend sometime. Nice. Fantastic. Unbelievable. I'll probably never do it again.
Your first time breaking 80, right?
Yes, sir.
Fucking
but
nice,
I can
man.
circle that as, you know what? I've done it at least once now. Golf, I think I'm going to retire.
Boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
As someone who's in the same skill range as you and has come close and never done it, kudos.
It was a 39 after 9 or 36 after 9. Sorry. No, it's 39. And then I saw that and I put my phone down and I say, I have to stop thinking about it. I was with my dad and another guy. I stopped talking to them pretty much. I was 20 yards ahead of them all the time. And then I had to apologize. I was like, just so you know, this is why I wasn't talking to anybody.
Take me through 18. What was 18?
18's, you know what? What is it? About 400 something. It's a par 4. You just got to hit it down straight. Oh. I was a little bit into the trees, but the trees are really thin, really tall. So you don't have a lot of underhang. I was able to use my 4-iron to come out of there. I was trying to go for par, unknown where I was on the scorecard. I had no idea. I knew it was pretty good. I didn't know how close I was or how to 80. So I was like, hey, I want a 4 here. Drive was fine, a little to the right, whatever. I was able to bring it back on the second one. I was like, okay, fine. We're going to take my par. I like to play bogey golf. My par, give me a 5. Chipped on. I can't putt. So I missed the first putt, hit the second putt. And then I actually waited 4 or 5 minutes before I put it into my phone just so I could see where it was. So I was a little nervous, but yeah, 79.
89.
Let's go.
Or 79. Nice. Good work.
I will give you this.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage.
I wish I had some barbecue and a foot massage right after.
That's how you should have celebrated.
We the best.
I was letting Tyler talk about being at the level of skill that you are at as a person that isn't at that level of skill. I was just curious as to when the moment was that you realized, and that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
not to the end.
I would know the whole way. I'd go to 18 being like, I need a bogey.
I wanted to look, but I'm like, hey, no. So I just have an app on my phone and I just kind of put in your score and you press next, it goes to next. But if you turn it sideways, it gives you your scorecard. Ooh. So I next and right into the phone and right into the pocket. It's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But we'll take it.
There you go.
Hot performer. I'm just going to go, you know what? Rick. Congrats on your golf.
Thanks,
you really mailed in this segment. You had nothing prepared.
You're right. I really didn't. Nothing. I have nothing prepared. Actually, Chris, the intern, had a meeting with him this morning. He pitched something interesting, which was completely random and unexpected, but we had a good chat. He's doing well. He is selling tires, burning rubber, not a soul, you know?
I'm staying alive.
If you don't know who Chris the intern is, shame on you.
Go back a couple years.
You gotta go back a handful of years.
He was on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, I guess he was in
4+ years ago.
But he did that guest spot on here again.
Yeah, a little while ago.
I was alluding to the fact
in the winter,
that he was original member of the ONR crew.
How many episodes we got now? 5 something?
I think this is 2. Oh, fuck. I don't know.
We're going to be around 290 to 300, I'm sure. Just based on what we used to say. This is probably because Liam's not here. He's the one who keeps track.
He always counts. Yeah. I don't know how to count.
That's true. Another thing. Actually, I'm going to give myself one also because I better late than never just did its 100th episode on Wednesday.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you have it. That's it.
Thanks for hopping in, Patrick.
Yeah, and thanks for
Shout out
having
to
me.
Patrick.
Of course.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Deserve that, yeah.
Just kidding.
It's been up and down like a toilet seat, really.
That's a good button.
The way
We need new buttons for next year.
Yeah. If you guys have suggestions on buttons, send them to Tyler.
That's a Surveyor Brett area or Electronic Jordan. They have a big stockpile of shit, I've said.
Yeah. If you guys have some of those clips, send them to Tyler. We'll get them on the roadcast.
Or if
new
you
buttons.
have Oiler clips too.
Yeah, good Oiler soundbites.
Good Jack clips. Always love a Jack clip.
Send suggestions.
A Gene clip.
Oh, we don't have any Gino on the
Not
board.
one.
We need some Gino.
To do it for us. Honestly, reach out to him. He was doing the Riverhawks. He did the take me out to the ball game last Friday.
Yeah, we asked him to come on here and he was gonna.
No, he did the one and he did it. He was tarps off. We had shirtless Gene on one summer.
Oh, because then it was a shirt he wanted to do in Chicago that they said no to. That's what it was.
Steel?
Yeah, the real steel.
Real steel, probably, yeah.
After his hat trick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gene Principe.
Pour it on!
Take it off. You know.
But yes, I agree. We need a Gene button.
We went almost 90 minutes today, I think.
Huge episode.
Nope. Not close.
Like an hour and 10?
Hour and 15.
There you go.
That's pretty close.
Not really.
75.
You just lost your radio chops, hey? 15 minutes is forever.
Yeah, it is. I just saw it's 2:53 and I was like, oh, if we started at 1, but we started late.
Yeah. Get your team in for the Oilers Nation Open, nationgear.ca. We're running out of spots, whether that's for a team or a mosaic, or bid on golfing with Tyler and Liam or Jay and Chalmers. Depends what kind of day you want to have. Both are going to be fun. One probably more than the other. You decide who that is. Tyler won't want to hang out with you after, just so you know. Shout out to Oodle Noodle for the hot box.
The dude bidding on my team is the guy who golfed with us last year. He's picking me over Jay and Chalmers.
Well, he has to pay to hang out with you, and I refuse to do that.
BM, before we wrap up the pod, we need to talk about this. A couple days ago, a sad anniversary around Oilers Nation and the Oilers fan base. With it's been 1 year since the passing of Ben Stelter. In the last year, though, his memory has been kept alive with the Ben Stelter Fund, which is awesome. I mean, that family has been doing so many great things in his name. So again, if you do want to support the Ben Stelter Fund, it's benstelterfund.com. But again, kind of just a sad anniversary with everything his dad's going through right now as well. Our hearts are always with the Stelter family, but especially on the anniversary of his passing.
Yeah, I mean, just to quote Mike Stelter's Instagram page, it was marked a year a couple of days ago. Still blown away by the impact you had on the city and the world. You'd be so proud to know that millions of dollars have been raised in your name to help kids just like you. You were truly one of a kind, and every day is a struggle without you. You've taught me so much, especially with your fight. I'll keep fighting, look just like you, and we'll keep working hard to make you proud, buddy. Miss you a ton. Love you more. Cornerstone Insurance, Willock Beef Jerky, and Star Mechanical. Thank you for being sponsors of the podcast, making it all possible. Most importantly, all of you for listening. Thank you for welcoming us into your head. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.